The truth is, most of us probably aren't getting enough protein in our diets. And to keep this hungry family of 6 fed on a daily basis, I am prioritizing all the protein in my kitchen this week. Let's make some meals ahead, make some yummy snacks for the kids, and of course, make some delicious, flavor-packed recipes for this week's meal plan. Join me in my farmhouse kitchen to talk about protein. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to the kitchen this week. I thought we should talk a little bit about feeding a hungry family. That is one thing I feel like I'm getting pretty good at around here. Or maybe it's just that I get a lot of practice because my family is always hungry. I don't know. Either way, all I know is these kids of mine are probably going to lose a little weight when they go back to school because they have eaten nonstop this summer. Hearty, delicious, protein-packed meals and snacks. But yet growing boys are growing boys, aren't they? So today I'm starting with a little bit of a dessert here while I'm standing in the kitchen. I thought I would make these little protein bars and get them stuck into the freezer. Honestly, more of a sweet treat for me than my kids, but my kids do like to eat on these too. And it's something I feel good about giving them as a dessert. I know it will tide them over if they're just a little bit hungry in the evening or in the afternoon. This is a nice little thing for them to go and grab out of the freezer. Now, you don't have to keep these in the freezer, but I love to just keep them in there. They obviously have a longer shelf life that way, and there's just something about them being frozen that's so delicious to me. As you may have noticed in the recipe thus far, the main components of protein are from the natural peanut butter and an unflavored protein powder. I will note if you're going to make this with a flavored protein powder, which could be very delicious, you could use chocolate or vanilla, I would think would be delicious, maybe a cookie dough. I would just maybe omit the vanilla extract if you're going to add some extra flavorings. And for the topping, I am melting down some dark chocolate chips and then sprinkling it with some coarse sea salt, which in my opinion is a must, especially if you're using a dark chocolate. It just makes it that much sweeter. As it's midday, I'm already starting to think about dinner, but while I'm here in the pantry, I wanted to tell you about a quick way to add protein if you're doing a pasta. You can always grab a chickpea pasta, and it's got a lot of extra protein in it, and I feel like that really helps to amp up any kind of hearty, comforting meal, like maybe macaroni and cheese or spaghetti, fettuccine, anything like that. You can add a little extra protein by using a noodle of that sort. Now, moving on to tonight's dinner, I wanted to prep this bang bang sauce that I'm going to use tonight on top of meatballs, rice, and broccoli and make ourselves kind of a fun bowl for dinner. And I just wanted to get everything mixed up while I had my hands free today. The kids are playing with Grandma and Grandpa and went swimming this afternoon. And the baby is napping, so I am just running around solo trying to knock out as many things as possible. Now, this bang bang sauce got a little bit spicy on me, so I ended up adding a little bit more Greek yogurt and a little bit of mayo. And then I decided to add in a little bit of honey just to offset the spiciness. I got a little carried away with the sriracha, and my family likes things fairly mild, especially between the kids. So just adjust this recipe to your liking, but I will of course write everything for you in the description box below. We are slowly but surely getting more recipes on my website for y'all, and it's been so nice, even for myself, honestly, selfishly. I've been printing off my own recipes and able to add them to my binder. So definitely stay posted, and anytime I can link a recipe for you, I will link it in the description box below. That way you can have the handy printables too. Now, a while later, these cookies, or protein bars as I'm calling them, have come out of the freezer and they're just ready to cut at this point. I like to cut them and then stick them back in the freezer in that parchment. It just makes for easy cleanup later. Now, while these aren't super high in protein, I do feel like they are well-balanced dessert. And honestly, a lot of the protein bars you're gonna buy at the store are not super high in protein either for how many calories they are. So it's basically a glorified dessert anyway, so you might as well try out this recipe. And while I'm popping those back in the freezer, I wanted to tell you about edamame. Now, this is a great snack or side dish that has more protein than I ever realized. So usually for 90 calories, you can get 7 to 9 grams of protein per serving. I like to buy the little individual steamer packs. Those are super handy for snacks. You can also, for a snack, grab a string cheese. Light string cheese has, of course, less fat and a higher protein content. And you can pair that with some turkey pepperoni or deli meat. And an afternoon pick-me-up that's one of my favorites is to have an iced coffee with a protein drink of choice. And right now I'm really enjoying these Fairlife Core Power protein drinks. They're an easy thing to grab. They come in different varieties, but the vanilla one is really nice for icing down coffee. Now, ever since going on our little getaway vacation, as we shared a little bit in the last video, I have been all about trying to just prep as many elements of a meal ahead of time as possible. And so tonight I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to chop up these sweet potatoes that I'm going to use in a dinner later this week and just get them tossed into a bag and seasoned up so that they're ready to pop in the oven. I guess I go from I want to cook all the things right now to a day where I don't want to cook anything. So if I can take advantage of the moments where the kitchen feels good and welcoming, that's what I'm going to do. Now, I don't know why I don't use my island here in the kitchen very often. It's a really old antique table and it's on caster wheels, so it moves around a little bit. But I'm realizing tonight as I'm watching the baby sit and eat her meal, how much more convenient it would be if I turned around while I'm preparing dinner so that I could see my family in the other room. It's just funny how we get stuck in our ways, and sometimes when you just stop and reimagine things in your own home, you're like, that makes a lot more sense. I guess my problem with the island has always been that there's a lot of like little gaps and holes and things. Because it is an antique, it's more of just a conversation piece and a dumping grounds for all of the things in the kitchen, you know, the flat surface thing. But it's not necessarily a good cooking work surface. So now, of course, my brain is like, maybe I need to put a different top on this island, or maybe I just need to find a different piece that's larger. You know how this goes. Or maybe I'm the only one who does this constantly, but I'm just daydreaming while I'm chopping.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, tomorrow. There's no
Now, August brings all sorts of back to school feelings, and this is one breakfast that I love to have in my arsenal on busy mornings when I just need to get quick protein in and get to work. So, overnight oats, cinnamon roll style, is my go-to choice. We're gonna pop these in the fridge and let them set overnight, and then I will also set out my Greek yogurt to add a little bit of extra protein. I'll put a dollop or two of that on top when I eat it in the morning. Another super high protein lunch that I can prep ahead of time is a tuna salad. Now, this is probably not everyone's cup of tea, but I think if you find the right flavors to add to your tuna, it can be a delicious and definitely a high protein, low calorie lunch. I want to say a can of tuna is around 100 calories and over 20 grams of protein in and of itself. And to make it extra high protein, I'm going to add plain Greek yogurt as one of the creamy textures. And then the rest of it, I just chop up veggies and the banana peppers to give it a little bit of crunch. Now, the thing is, when it comes to a tuna salad, I always want to eat it with a cracker. And of course, if you're counting macros or calories, you don't want to eat a ton of the crackers. So what I like to do is put this in a bowl, a serving size amount in a bowl, and then I will crumble up 2 or 3 of the club crackers on top so I can still, hit my macro goals and have a little bit of that lovely buttery crunch. Now, speaking of a little bit of crunch, I wanted to try my hand at some roasted chickpeas. I've had a couple cans of chickpeas in my pantry for a while now, and I'm not even sure why at this point. So I'm going to rinse and drain them and then get them really dry. And now do as I say, not as I do. I wish I would have put that in a bowl with some paper towels first to really make sure they're super dry before starting this process, because they were a little bit damp, I feel like, in the beginning. So toss them in a little bit of oil or spray them with an avocado oil. I think the spray worked the best. And then add on whatever seasonings you want. There's so many recipes online. You could do a ranch style. I'm doing more of like a chili powder style on this one. But these roasted chickpeas, I have the intention of just eating them as a snack, but they would also be great on top of a salad. Let me know in the comments below if you like roasted chickpeas and what maybe you serve them with or have them with, or if you just snack on them. I would love to know. And again, these aren't super high in protein, but every little bit counts. I love having a well-balanced snack ready to go.
This morning has so clear a light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a rise. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow.
Now, I just had to share a fun little project that I happen to be working on today. I am in the process of working with a builder to build me some custom shelving for my new mercantile space at Four Phillies, which is a local coffee shop and eatery where I have all of my merchandise. And so we're expanding that space this fall, and it's a little overwhelming, but mostly super exciting. And I've just been really busy with the details, and I've had my sketch pad out. Anytime I'm doodling in my journal, I'm up to something. And I never realized just how exciting it would be to design some custom shelving for this space, but I've so enjoyed it.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow today.
Now tonight's meal is one that I'm not super excited about, but sometimes it's just about getting sustenance on the table for a hungry family, isn't it? We are so incredibly blessed to have the abundance of protein here on our farm that I often take for granted. So tonight we're having a Swiss steak in the Instant Pot, and it was partially still frozen, so I ran it once and then I shred it up and put it back in with the rice just to tenderize it further. Serve it with some steamed broccoli, and then I make a yummy beef and broccoli savory spicy sauce to put on top. Now my boys were more than pleased with this dinner, so happy kids, happy mom. All right, I hope you enjoyed cooking with me today. I sure enjoyed having you here. I hope you found some ways to amp up protein in your kitchen this week. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already so we can hang out again very soon.